rise to adjourn in memory of Captain Joseph William Schultz, an Army Green Beret who was killed in Wardak Province of Afghanistan this past Sunday when his vehicle encountered an improvised explosive device. Captain Schultz was the embodiment of an American soldier, brave, loyal, and patriotic. He was a man with a deep drive, a fierce intelligence, and an absolute dedication to serving a cause greater than himself. He was born and raised in Sacramento, raised by his mother Betsy, who's behind me, and for a time he lived on a kibbutz in Israel. During that period, he saw firsthand how that nation is affected by war and by terrorism on a daily basis. That experience had a profound impact on him. In the aftermath of 9/11, he decided to join the Army. In doing so, he gave up a promising political career that included working for our previous governor, Gray Davis, and for President Bill Clinton. His love for this nation motivated him to sacrifice that career and ultimately his life in defense of our country. He joined the Army knowing full well the dangers he would face in Afghanistan. He successfully sought to become a Green Beret, once again demonstrating his drive and ambition. He faced the dangers head on, and he did it with a song in his heart because of his deep and abiding love for our country. He understood that the strength of the United States doesn't come from economic or military might, but rather from the devotion of each citizen to every other. Captain Schultz was willing to give his last full measure of devotion to protect our people and keep our nation safe. In this respect, he is no different than the millions of Americans who've served our nation in uniform, and his life, like all brave souls who've died in service of the United States, is an inspiration. His final day was a poignant one. It fell during a solemn weekend where we commemorate the ultimate sacrifice so many have made, stretching back to those first battles in Lexington and Concord. Captain Schultz was going about his duties half a world away from his family and friends when he joined the ranks of those fallen soldiers. His death is a tragedy, but that tragedy is tempered by the inspiration we draw from his life and his service. He made the sober decision to serve, to sacrifice, and to strive for a better world for our nation. He leaves behind his mother Betsy, his grandmother Mary, his uncle Bob, his aunts Jenny and Mary Jo, and his cousins Taylor, Pablo, Leah, Jason, and Stephen, some who are with us here today. He also leaves behind his godson Jace DeBoo and his best friend Jim. He was a proud son of California and a prouder soldier. His life and death recall the words of Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Lives of great men all remind us we can make our lives sublime, and departing leaves behind us footprints left on the sands of time. I ask that you join me in honoring Captain Joseph William Schultz as we adjourn in his memory, and I ask that you rise and join in a moment of silence in his memory. Thank you.